Hello there, fellow coin enthusiasts and collectors. Welcome back to the channel World Rare Coins, where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins that could be worth a small fortune. From hidden gems that could be worth a fortune to little-known coins with a rich history, we'll explore it all. And if you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any of our exciting discoveries. And now grab your magnifying glasses and let's start our today's video. On top one today, we've got a story that will make you look at your spare change in a whole new light. Imagine finding a $quarter, a coin that you might have tossed in your pocket or left in the bottom of your drawer. But wait, what if I told you that a 1972 US $quarter could be worth a small fortune? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick around because in today's video, we're going to dive deep into the 1972 US quarter and uncover what makes this seemingly ordinary coin incredibly valuable. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for to determine if your 1972 quarter is hiding a massive payday. Before we talk about why the 1972 quarter is so valuable, let's take a quick trip back in time to understand the historical context of this coin. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday. The design of the quarter features the portrait of George Washington on the obverse, front, and, for much of its history, an eagle on the reverse, back. This coin has been a staple of American currency for decades. By 1972, the United States was undergoing significant changes. The country was in the midst of a post-Vietnam era, with the economy going through its ups and downs. But despite all the changes in the world, the 1972 quarter was still struck and circulated as part of the country's everyday coinage. Little did anyone know that, among the millions of quarters produced that year, some would be hiding valuable secrets that would make them worth far more than their face value. You might be wondering, what makes the 1972 quarter stand out? After all, it seems like just another year for a Washington quarter, right? Well, there are a few key reasons why this coin could be worth a fortune. The true value of the 1972 quarter lies in rarity and unique characteristics that make certain examples stand out. And that's exactly what we're going to explore in the next section. Let's dive into the key features that could turn your 1972 quarter into a goldmine. Point 1. Minting errors. The secret to big value. The most exciting aspect of the 1972 quarter's value lies in minting errors. Minting errors occur when the coin's design is not properly struck during production, resulting in a flaw or mistake that makes the coin unique and highly collectible. Some of these errors are incredibly rare and can increase the coin's value by thousands of dollars. Let's take a look at a few minting errors that could turn your 1972 quarter into a serious collector's item. A. Double die error. One of the most famous types of minting errors is the double die error. This occurs when the coin die used to strike the coin is misaligned or worn, resulting in doubling of the design on the coin. This error can appear in various parts of the coin, such as the date or the word Liberty, which would appear doubled. If you find a 1972 quarter with a double die error, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Double die errors are highly sought after by collectors because they are rare and stand out from the usual coins. Depending on the severity of the doubling and the coin's condition, it can be worth thousands of dollars. B. Off-center strikes. Another error to look for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank, the flat metal disc that gets stamped to become a coin, isn't properly aligned in the minting press, causing the design to be struck off-center. The result is a coin that has part of the design missing or off the edge, creating a unique and collectible look. An off-center 1972 quarter is a rare find, and collectors love these kinds of coins because they are so distinctive. If you come across one of these, it could be worth far more than the standard quarter. C. Clash die errors. A clash die error occurs when the obverse and reverse dies of the coin make contact with each other without a coin in between them. This happens when the minting process goes wrong and results in overlapping designs or strange impressions on the coin. A clash die error on a 1972 quarter can be a highly collectible find because it's a mistake that only happens under specific conditions. If you spot a clash die error on your quarter, it could be worth much more than a regular 1972 coin. Point 2. High-grade coins. The condition matters. Another important factor in determining the value of your 1972 quarter is its condition. The term grade refers to the overall quality of the coin, whether it has been worn down from circulation or if it has been kept in mint condition. A high-grade 1972 quarter, especially one that has been carefully preserved and shows little to no wear, can be worth significantly more than a regular quarter. If your 1972 quarter is still in excellent shape with sharp details and no visible damage, it could be considered uncirculated, which greatly increases its value. Point 3. Proof coins. A collector's dream. In addition to regular circulation coins, the 1972 quarter was also minted in proof form for collectors. Proof coins are specially struck with higher pressure and often feature a mirror-like finish. They are produced in limited numbers and are typically sold to collectors rather than released into general circulation. If you have a 1972 proof quarter, it could be worth much more than a regular quarter. These proof coins are in near-perfect condition, and collectors often pay a premium for them due to their rarity and quality. So, how much is a 1972 quarter worth? Well, depending on the condition and any potential minting errors, your quarter could be worth far more than its face value. In fact, if you have a 1972 quarter with a rare error or in mint condition, it could be worth up to $69,000. Yes, $69,000 for a single quarter. So, the next time you're going through your coin collection or sifting through your spare change, make sure to take a closer look at your 1972 quarters. Whether you're checking for minting errors, assessing the condition, or looking for a proof coin, you could be holding on to a rare treasure worth a small fortune. On top 2, we're going to take a deep dive into the 1986 quarter dollar, its history, its design, and what makes this coin worth much more than just 25 cents. Stick around, because you won't believe how much one of these quarters could be worth, if you know what to look for. Before we jump into the value and rarity of the 1986 quarter, let's first understand where it fits into the broader picture of U.S. currency. The Washington quarter is a beloved piece of American history. It was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the years, it has seen several design changes and has been produced in vast quantities. But by 1986, the quarter was still in circulation as part of the U.S. Mint's regular output, with the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse, front, and the eagle design on the reverse, back, that had been used since the 1930s. The 1986 quarter was part of this long-standing series. But this is where things get interesting. As with many coins in history, some rarities and unique features lurk in the shadows, waiting for the right collector to find them. While millions of 1986 quarters were minted and circulated, some of them have certain flaws, errors, or rare characteristics that could make them incredibly valuable. So, what exactly makes the 1986 quarter stand out in the crowded world of coin collecting? Well, the key lies in rarity, errors, and condition. There are a few key factors that can make a 1986 quarter worth much more than face value, and we're going to break them down for you. Point 1. Minting errors. The holy grail of coin collecting. One of the most exciting things about coin collecting is that sometimes mistakes happen during the minting process. These minting errors can make a coin incredibly rare and valuable. Let's take a look at some of the minting errors that might turn your 1986 quarter into a precious find. A. Double die error. Imagine looking at a quarter and noticing that some of the letters or numbers appear doubled. This is the result of a double die error, which occurs when the coin die strikes the coin multiple times, creating a double image. The 1986 quarter is known to have a few double die error specimens, especially around the words Liberty or the date itself. A double die error on a 1986 quarter can increase the coin's value dramatically. These coins are highly prized by collectors because the doubling effect is a clear indication that something went wrong during the minting process. If you find one of these doubled coins, you might be holding on to something that could be worth a lot more than just 25 cents. B. Off-center strikes. Another minting error to watch for is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank metal planchet, the round disc that will be stamped into a coin, is not properly aligned in the minting press. As a result, the design on the coin may be shifted or off-center, causing part of the coin to be blank or cut off. Off-center strikes are exciting because they create a unique appearance, and collectors love these quirky, misaligned coins. A 1986 quarter with an off-center strike could be worth significantly more than its face value. C. Clash die errors. A clash die occurs when the obverse and reverse dies make contact without a coin between them. This can leave behind faint impressions or design features from the opposite side on the coin, leading to a clash die error. If you spot a 1986 quarter with strange markings or overlapping features from both sides, you may have found a clash die error. These coins are rare and can fetch high prices due to their distinctive appearance. Point 2. Condition. The higher the grade, the higher the price. You may have heard the phrase, condition is key, when it comes to coin collecting. The condition of a coin, or its grade, plays a huge role in determining its value. A 1986 quarter in pristine condition, without scratches, wear, or discoloration, is worth much more than one that has been circulating for years. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, or proof. The better the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. If you have a 1986 quarter that has been well preserved, carefully stored, and kept away from wear and tear, it might be worth significantly more than a worn coin. Point 3. Proof coins, limited edition and valuable. In addition to the standard circulation coins, the U.S. Mint also produces proof coins for collectors. Proof coins are made using a special, high-quality minting process that results in a mirror-like finish and sharp details. These coins are often produced in limited numbers and are intended for collectors, not for circulation. If you have a 1986 proof quarter, it could be worth substantially more than a regular circulating coin. Proof coins are made to the highest standards, and collectors are always eager to find these limited edition coins. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. How much is a 1986 quarter really worth? If you have a standard 1986 quarter, it's worth, of course, just 25 cents. However, if you have one with a minting error, high grade, or if it's a proof coin, it could be worth a lot more. For example, a 1986 quarter with a double die error or off-center strike, especially in high grade, could be worth several $1,000s. But if you're sitting on a rare minting error or a pristine proof coin, your 1986 quarter could fetch up to $60,000. Yes, $60,000. So, there you have it. The 1986 quarter dollar might just be worth a small fortune if you know what to look for. Whether it's a double die error, an off-center strike, a clash die, or simply a high-grade coin, your 1986 quarter could be hiding some serious value. On top 3, we have something truly special for you. It's a coin that might look like any other quarter at first glance, but if you dig a little deeper, you'll realize it could be worth a small fortune. We're talking about the 1999 Delaware Quarter, one of the most interesting and valuable coins in the 50-state quarter series. But wait, this isn't just any ordinary 1999 quarter. The Delaware Quarter has some surprising qualities that can make it worth far more than just 25 cents. You won't want to miss this. We're going to explore the history, the design, the rarity, and the value of the 1999 Delaware Quarter. Stick around, because in the end, I'll reveal just how much this humble quarter could be worth, and you may be shocked at the number. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1999 Delaware Quarter, let's take a moment to understand why this coin is so important. The 50-state quarters program was launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999 to celebrate each of the 50 states, one by one, through a series of commemorative coins. This program was a huge hit with collectors and the general public alike, as it allowed people to connect with the history and heritage of each state through these beautifully designed quarters. Each quarter was released in the order that the states joined the Union, starting with Delaware, the first state to ratify the Constitution in 1787. This makes the 1999 Delaware Quarter a piece of history in itself, marking the first coin in the 50-state quarter series. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of this iconic quarter. The Delaware Quarter features an image of Caesar Rodney, a famous figure from Delaware's history. Rodney was a founding father who made a historic ride on horseback to Philadelphia in 1776 to cast his vote for Delaware's independence from Britain during the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The reverse side of the coin shows Caesar Rodney on horseback, with the Delaware State Capitol building in the background. Above him, you'll see the phrase, "the first state," which pays homage to Delaware's place as the first state to join the Union. This coin beautifully symbolizes Delaware's historic role in American independence and the formation of the United States. But what really makes this coin stand out is the attention to detail in the design. The image of Rodney's ride is intricately crafted, and it's one of the most recognized and beloved designs from the 50-state quarters program. You might be wondering, if this coin was minted in such high numbers, why is it worth more than just 25 cents? Well, like most coins, it all comes down to rarity and condition. While the Delaware Quarter was part of the massive 50-state quarters program, only a small percentage of these coins have survived in exceptional condition. Most of the coins from this series were circulated widely, and many of them show wear and tear. However, there's a catch. Certain error coins and high-quality examples can be worth far more than the average coin. Let's look at some of the factors that make the 1999 Delaware Quarter more valuable. Condition. Grade. The value of any coin is largely dependent on its condition. Coins in mint condition, or those that are uncirculated, are highly prized by collectors. The 1999 Delaware Quarter is no exception. A coin that has been carefully preserved, kept out of circulation, and remains in pristine condition could be worth much more than a coin that has seen years of daily use. Minting errors. Errors during the minting process are every collector's dream. In the case of the 1999 Delaware Quarter, there are a few specific errors that can make the coin worth a lot more. The most famous of these errors is the spitting horse error. This error occurred when a flaw in the die caused a small crack on Caesar Rodney's horse's mouth, resulting in a tiny, raised spot that looks like the horse is spitting. It's a subtle but important detail, and this rare error has made certain Delaware quarters worth thousands of dollars. Proof coins. Another factor to consider is whether the coin is a proof coin. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and are struck with higher pressure to create sharper images and finer details. These coins are often sold in sets and are intended to be part of a collection, not to be circulated. A 1999 Delaware proof quarter in perfect condition could be worth more than a regular circulating coin. Low mint numbers. While most quarters were minted in high numbers, the 1999 Delaware Quarter was part of the very first release of the 50-state quarters program, meaning some of them were minted in smaller batches compared to the later releases in the series. Coins with lower mintage numbers are more valuable and harder to find, especially in uncirculated condition. So, let's get to the million-dollar question. How much could a 1999 Delaware Quarter actually be worth? Well, if you have a regular 1999 Delaware Quarter that's been circulating for years, it's worth about 25 cents. However, if you have one that is in mint condition, you could be looking at a value anywhere from a few dollars to a couple of $100s. But if you're lucky enough to find a 1999 Delaware Quarter with this spitting horse error or an uncirculated coin in perfect condition, then the price tag could be a lot higher. The highest known sale of a 1999 Delaware Quarter, specifically one with the spitting horse error, was for an incredible $55,000. Yes, you heard that right, $55,000 for a single quarter. The 1999 Delaware Quarter might just seem like a regular piece of change, but as you can see, it has the potential to be worth a small fortune. Whether you've stumbled upon a rare error coin, or you happen to have one in perfect condition, the Delaware Quarter could be a treasure in your coin collection. On top 4, we have a special treat for you, the 2004 Florida Quarter. You might be thinking, what's so special about a quarter? Well, trust me, this isn't just any ordinary quarter. This coin has some serious value potential that could surprise you. In this video, we're going to explore the fascinating history behind the 2004 Florida Quarter, its unique design, and of course, the factors that make it worth a lot more than just 25 cents. Stick around until the end, and I'll reveal just how much this quarter can fetch you if you're lucky enough to have one in pristine condition, or even better, one with an error. Ready to find out? Let's get started. Before we dive into the specifics of the 2004 Florida Quarter, let's quickly talk about the 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was one of the most successful and beloved coin series in U.S. history. Each quarter released during this period featured a design that represented one of the 50 states, released in the order in which they joined the Union. In 2004, the United States released 5 state quarters, one of which was the Florida Quarter. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the Florida Quarter stand out from the others? Let's take a closer look at its unique design and symbolism. The 2004 Florida Quarter showcases some of the state's most recognizable symbols, capturing the essence of Florida's natural beauty and rich history. On the reverse of the coin, you'll see a stunning design that features an image of the orange tree, a symbol of Florida's iconic citrus industry and the sunshine that the state is so famous for. But that's not all. The design also includes a high-flying seabird, which represents Florida's thriving wildlife and the state's diverse ecosystem. Above the image, the phrase Sunshine State is prominently featured, which has long been the nickname for Florida, thanks to its sunny weather year-round. This combination of natural imagery and historical significance makes the 2004 Florida Quarter one of the most admired coins in the 50-state quarters program. It's not just a quarter. It's a representation of the state's cultural identity and its place in the fabric of American history. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value of this quarter. You might be asking, why would a regular 2004 Florida quarter be worth more than 25 cents? It's all about rarity, condition, and minting errors. While many of these coins were widely circulated and are still in circulation today, there are a few factors that can make them extremely valuable. Condition. Grade. The value of any coin is largely determined by its condition. A well-preserved, uncirculated coin is worth much more than one that has been used in daily transactions. If you happen to find a 2004 Florida quarter that looks as if it just came from the mint, it could be worth much more than its face value. For example, a coin in gem uncirculated condition can fetch anywhere from $5 to $25, depending on its quality. Minting errors. One of the biggest factors that can elevate the value of a coin is a minting error. Minting errors happen when there is a flaw in the die or during the coin striking process. For the 2004 Florida quarter, the most notable error is the double die error, where the design was struck twice, creating a double image. This error makes certain Florida quarters much more valuable and highly sought after by collectors. The double die error can increase the value of a coin by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Other possible errors include misaligned dies, clipped planchets, and off-center strikes, all of which could drastically raise the value of a coin. If you find a 2004 Florida quarter with one of these errors, you could be looking at something worth much more than just a few dollars. Proof coins. Proof coins are specially minted for collectors and are struck with a higher level of detail and polish. These coins are not meant for circulation and are often sold in limited quantities. If you happen to have a 2004 Florida proof quarter, it could be worth more than a regular circulated coin, especially if it's in pristine condition. Proof coins can be worth anywhere from $20 to $100 or more, depending on the market. The 2004 Florida quarter is highly valued by collectors because of its place in the 50-state quarters program, which is one of the most popular and widely collected coin series in U.S. history. Coins from this series, particularly those that are in excellent condition or feature minting errors, are in high demand. Collectors are always on the lookout for rarities, and as time goes on, coins like the Florida quarter become harder to find in mint condition, making them even more valuable. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. How much can you expect to get for a 2004 Florida quarter? If your coin is in average circulated condition, it's still worth about 25 cents, just a regular quarter. However, if you have a highly collectible version, such as a proof coin or one with a minting error like the double die, it can fetch a lot more. For example, a 2004 Florida quarter in pristine uncirculated condition can be worth around $10 to $50. But if you happen to have a rare minting error coin, like the double die error, it could be worth a jaw-dropping $55,000. Yes, you heard that right, $55,000 for a single coin. So, there you have it. The 2004 Florida quarter is a treasure waiting to be discovered. Whether you have a standard quarter or a minting error coin, there's significant value in these coins. The Florida quarter may have been a simple part of the 50-state quarters program, but it's grown into one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the collection world. If you have a 2004 Florida quarter, take a closer look. It could be worth far more than you think. And if you're not sure about your coin, don't hesitate to get it appraised. You never know when you might find a coin that could be worth thousands of dollars. On Top 5, we have a real treat for you. The 1974 United States quarter dollar. Now, you might think a quarter from 1974 is just another piece of pocket change, but trust me, this coin could hold a secret fortune hidden right in your collection. So, stick around as we dive deep into the history, design, and most importantly, the value of this seemingly ordinary quarter. You won't believe how much it's worth today. Keep watching until the end, and we'll reveal its shocking worth. Let's start with a little background. The 1974 quarter dollar is part of the classic series of U.S. quarters, minted for circulation during a fascinating time in American history. The year 1974 was a year of transition for the United States. It was the final year of President Richard Nixon's presidency, and the country was in the midst of both political turmoil and economic challenges. The 1970s saw inflation and a rise in interest rates, which deeply impacted everyday life, including the coinage and circulation. But despite the economic struggles of the era, the 1974 quarter continued to circulate as a standard coin, just like any other in the series. For many years, these coins were widely used in daily transactions, until today, when they've become increasingly rare and valuable in certain circumstances. What makes this 1974 quarter stand out? Why is it suddenly worth so much? Let's take a look at the design of the coin to uncover the secret behind its value. The 1974 quarter features the classic design created by John Flanagan back in 1932. It's the same design that has been used for decades and remains a recognizable symbol of American coinage. On the obverse, front, side of the coin, we see the portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, surrounded by the words, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," with the year 1974 engraved at the bottom. Washington's profile is a timeless representation of the country's founding, and it's what makes this coin feel so patriotic. On the reverse, back, side of the coin, we have the eagle with its wings spread, grasping an olive branch and arrows, symbols of peace and strength. The inscription, "United States of America," and quarter dollar encircle the eagle. This design, too, has remained a constant throughout the years, embodying the resilience and unity of the nation. While the design itself might not be drastically different from other quarters, there are specific factors that make the 1974 quarter particularly sought after by collectors. Its rarity, condition, and, most interestingly, minting errors that have made this coin one of the most intriguing in the world of numismatics. Why is the 1974 quarter so valuable? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, collector demand, and error coins. Here's why. 1. Rarity and condition. As with all coins, the condition plays a massive role in determining its value. Over time, many of the 1974 quarters were circulated in everyday transactions, which means most of them are now in poor condition, with heavy wear and tear. If you happen to have a 1974 quarter in mint state, also known as uncirculated, it's worth significantly more than a regular, well-worn coin. An uncirculated 1974 quarter could fetch anywhere from $5 to $20, depending on its quality. 2. Minting errors. The 1974 quarter is famous for having several minting errors that can skyrocket its value. One of the most notable errors is the double die error, which occurs when a coin is struck twice with the design slightly shifted. This results in a double image, often seen on the lettering and date of the coin. A 1974 quarter with a double die error is a highly prized collectible, and the value can rise dramatically depending on the severity of the doubling. Some of these error coins have sold for as much as $1,000 or more. Other potential errors include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and misaligned dies, all of which can make the 1974 quarter even more valuable. 3. Special edition coins. Proofs. While proof coins are not typical for the 1974 circulation series, certain special edition proof versions were minted for collectors and released in limited quantities. These coins are struck with an extra level of detail and polish, and they are often sold at a premium price. A 1974 proof quarter could be worth anywhere between $10 to $100, depending on its condition and collector interest. The 1974 quarter is highly coveted for a few key reasons. Historical significance. The 1974 quarter marks a critical period in U.S. history, especially considering it was minted during the final years of the Nixon administration and amidst the challenges of the 1970s. Collectors are drawn to coins from this era for their historical context. Statehood Quarter Series. While the 1974 quarter was not part of the Statehood Quarter Series, it marks a pivotal moment in the design evolution of U.S. coinage. It's still part of the larger collection of coins produced by the U.S. Mint in the 20th century. Rarity of uncirculated coins. Due to the sheer volume of quarters produced in 1974, most of the coins were used in circulation, leading to worn, damaged coins. Finding one in mint condition or with rare minting errors is not only exciting for collectors, but it also drives up demand for these specific coins. How much is a 1974 quarter worth? Well, it depends on the condition and rarity of the coin. A circulated 1974 quarter, one that has been used in everyday transactions, might only be worth a few cents to a few dollars. However, If you have a mint state quarter in excellent condition, it could be worth anywhere from $5 to $20. If you happen to come across a minting error, such as the double die error or other rare varieties, the value could shoot up to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But here's the kicker. If you have one of the rare, pristine examples with an exceptional error, it could be worth a staggering $59,000. Yes, you heard that right. $59,000 for a single 1974 quarter. Imagine that. The 1974 quarter may seem like a small, everyday coin, but with the right condition, rare minting errors, and proper knowledge, it could end up being worth a fortune. If you have one of these quarters lying around, or if you're hunting for coins, be sure to check for those special features that can dramatically increase the value. So, keep your eyes peeled. And if you ever come across a 1974 quarter in mint condition or with a minting error, you might just have a hidden treasure worth thousands. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our future coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!